Madagascar is a land of mystery and wonder, where ancient traditions blend with breathtaking natural beauty. It is also one of the world's poorest countries, where some people face severe hardship and rely on wild roots and animal skins for survival. The island has a remarkable tradition called Dancing with the Dead, where families honor their ancestors by respectfully exhuming their bodies every 7 years. What other fascinating facts will surprise you? In this video, we explore the secrets of this unique island. Let's begin. Madagascar is an island nation off East Africa, covering over 587,000 square kilometers, making it the fourth largest island in the world. It has a population of about 29.6 million people. Despite its size and natural resources, Madagascar remains one of the poorest countries globally, ranking 11th in global poverty indexes. The average income here is around $450 per person per year, which is just over $1 per day. The capital city, Antananarivo, faces significant economic challenges. Compared to wealthy capitals like Tokyo, London, and New York, many residents of Antananarivo live with very limited resources. Approximately 70% of the population survives on less than $1 a day. Walking through Antananarivo reveals a tough reality. Homelessness is very common, and many families face significant hardship. Some people rely on wild roots and other forage foods, despite those being difficult to digest. In extreme cases, people have found creative ways to make use of available resources to sustain themselves. Madagascar is currently experiencing a severe food shortage, classified as a high-level famine affecting large parts of the population. Madagascar has a unique tradition called Famadihana, or the turning of the bones. Every few years, families take part in this special celebration. It's not like most family gatherings. It's filled with music, dancing, and laughter. The event is far from sad. People come from all over Madagascar to join. They bring food, drinks, and gifts to honor their ancestors. Children play and laugh, while adults share stories and memories. It feels like a big family reunion where death does not separate anyone. The Malagasy believe their spirits need to feel loved and remembered. This celebration helps bring the blessings and protection of ancestors to the living family members. Famadihana shows how they see death not as an end, but as a link between the past and the present. It is a joyful tradition full of respect and meaning, even if it seems unusual to outsiders. In Madagascar, using your left hand to give or receive items is considered highly disrespectful. For example, if you hand someone money or a gift with your left hand, people may react strongly, viewing it as offensive. Locals who make this mistake often perform polite gestures to correct themselves, showing they understand the importance of the rule. This cultural norm can be challenging for left-handed people, who must train themselves to use their right hand in social situations while keeping their dominant left hand for private tasks. The rule also applies to gestures like pointing, waving, or other hand motions using the left hand, which can cause discomfort. Essentially, the left hand is reserved for personal, non-social use. In Madagascar, some rivers are considered very special and treated with great respect. These waters are believed to be the resting places of ancestors, making them private and protected areas where casual swimming or bathing is gently discouraged. For instance, visitors seeking a cool place to swim may be kindly advised by locals to avoid certain rivers. This guidance is about honoring deeply held traditions and ensuring everyone remains in harmony with the environment and its spiritual caretakers. These sacred rivers are seen as peaceful homes for ancestral presence. Disturbing the waters is thought to disrupt that peace, much like entering a private, cherished space without permission. This reverence also helps keep these rivers clean and healthy. Because they are valued and protected, the waters remain free from pollution and overuse, supporting the environment in ways that modern protections sometimes struggle to achieve. Local communities pass down the knowledge of which rivers are especially revered and which are open for everyday use. This wisdom is shared carefully through generations, guiding respectful interaction with nature. Not following these traditions may lead to unfortunate consequences, not only socially but also spiritually. For this reason, locals sincerely encourage visitors to respect these special places, helping maintain both cultural heritage and well-being. Speaking of sacred, few creatures are more revered in Madagascar than lemurs, but what happens when that respect is tested? In Madagascar, lemurs hold a very special place as treasured beings and important messengers between the physical world and the spiritual realm. Treating them with harm is considered highly disrespectful and can have significant social and cultural consequences. Lemurs are regarded as guardians of spiritual balance, believed to carry messages from their ancestors. This respect is similar to honoring a beloved figure who has a sacred role in the community. This belief influences everyday life. For instance, when lemurs visit farms and affect crops, farmers look for gentle and thoughtful ways to protect their land while caring for these cherished animals. It's a meaningful balance between community needs and cultural values. Thanks to this deep respect, Madagascar has developed one of the most effective traditions for protecting lemurs. Instead of relying solely on formal rules, these cultural practices act as strong safeguards. Although facing challenges such as habitat changes, lemurs are supported by traditions that promote their well-being. This shows how long-standing cultural wisdom can offer important support alongside modern efforts. Successful conservation involves working alongside local communities and honoring these spiritual connections. By blending science with respect for tradition, efforts to protect lemurs are more meaningful and effective. The Avenue of the Baobabs in western Madagascar is a striking natural gallery of ancient towering trees. These upside-down trees have thick trunks and roots that seem to reach skyward. Some are over 800 years old, standing as silent witnesses to Madagascar's history. At sunset, the avenue looks like a scene from a fantasy world. The golden light and long shadows create an almost otherworldly atmosphere. Baobabs hold deep spiritual meaning for Malagasy people. They are linked to ancestral spirits and local legends, making them sacred places, not just tourist attractions. Ecologically, baobabs are vital. They store water in their trunks during dry seasons, provide nutritious fruit, bark for rope and cloth, and medicinal leaves. They support life in Madagascar's tough environment. The Avenue of the Baobabs symbolizes Madagascar's unique natural heritage. These trees, found only here, show how isolation has shaped the island's remarkable ecosystem. Since gaining independence, Madagascar has faced numerous political challenges. The country has experienced several coups and political crises over the years. Governments have frequently changed, each promising improvement but often struggling to bring lasting stability. This instability affects many aspects of life. When leadership changes abruptly or unfairly, it makes it hard for businesses to plan for the future or for families to rely on consistent public services like education. Corruption remains a significant problem. Some public officials misuse funds, while many citizens still lack access to clean water. Law enforcement and institutions often face difficulties that impact conservation efforts and sustainable development. Without strong institutions, infrastructure like roads, hospitals, and schools often suffer. This ongoing political uncertainty also discourages foreign investment and limits local business growth. For many people, it can feel like making progress is an uphill battle. Enjoyed the video? Don't forget to ring the bell, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It truly helps me out, and I promise to bring you even more awesome content. Madagascar's infrastructure faces many challenges compared to other developing countries. Basic services like roads, electricity, and clean water are limited in many areas. Traveling between towns can be difficult because roads are often in poor condition. The electrical supply is unreliable, causing businesses to adjust operations around frequent outages. Hospitals sometimes work with limited lighting, and students may study without sufficient light. Water access is another major issue. Many people walk long distances to collect water, which is not always safe to drink. In rural areas, children may spend significant time fetching water instead of attending school or playing. The healthcare system also struggles. Many people in remote areas have limited access to medical care. Serious illness often forces families to make difficult financial choices to afford treatment. Education faces similar obstacles. High dropout rates occur because families rely on children to help support the household. Even students who attend school often lack basic supplies. Teachers may go unpaid for extended periods, affecting the quality of education. These challenges contribute to a cycle of poverty. Without education and stable jobs, it is hard for families to improve their situation. Limited infrastructure also hampers business development and job creation, making progress difficult for many communities. In Madagascar, Tuesday is considered an unlucky day for starting important projects. This belief is so strong that many avoid scheduling major events or business on Tuesdays. It's seen as a day when important efforts are likely to fail. For example, foreign business people often find it difficult to arrange meetings on a Tuesday. Malagasy partners politely decline, as the day is thought to bring bad luck for big decisions like weddings, construction, or deals. This cultural norm shapes how people plan their work and lives. Businesses schedule key activities on other days to respect this tradition. It shows how local beliefs can influence economic behavior in ways that may seem unusual to outsiders but are perfectly normal for Malagasy people. In Madagascar, talking about death in casual conversation is considered very uncomfortable. People avoid mentioning it directly and use many polite phrases instead, like saying someone went to join the ancestors. This taboo contrasts with the Famadihana tradition, where families openly celebrate their deceased relatives through a special ritual. So while death is honored in ceremonies, it remains a sensitive topic in everyday talk. Visitors often find this confusing, as locals carefully avoid direct references to death. It's an unspoken cultural rule that guides social interactions. Madagascar is located in a high-risk area for natural disasters. The island faces frequent tropical cyclones with very strong winds and heavy rains. These storms can cause severe flooding, making roads impassable and leaving some communities isolated for days or weeks. Despite contributing very little to global climate change, Madagascar experiences significant impacts. Many people have limited access to electricity and transportation, yet they face some of the harshest environmental challenges. In the southern region, severe droughts can last for years, harming crops and causing water shortages. Farmers who rely on the land find it increasingly difficult to grow food, and dried-up rivers leave the soil cracked and barren. These disasters often cause widespread damage beyond buildings. Cyclones can destroy harvests and fishing equipment, while droughts lead to food shortages and force people to migrate in search of basic needs. The government has limited resources to respond effectively. Emergency services struggle, and international aid, while helpful, can only do so much during large-scale crises. In the face of such dangers, certain customs reveal deep care for life's fragile moments. What special role do women play in this? In Malagasy culture, it is generally advised that expectant mothers avoid attending farewell ceremonies. This practice is based on the belief that the presence of new life requires special care and protection from unseen influences. Family and community members take extra precautions to ensure the well-being of both mother and child during this important time. Instead of attending these gatherings, pregnant women are gently encouraged to rest and focus on welcoming the arrival of their little one in a safe and harmonious environment. This tradition reflects deep respect for life's delicate transitions and emphasizes the community's role in supporting and safeguarding new beginnings. Madagascar dominates the global vanilla market, producing about 80% of the world's supply. This small island is the vanilla capital of the world. However, vanilla farming is one of the most labor-intensive agricultural processes. Vanilla orchids are delicate and require hand pollination. Farmers carefully pollinate thousands of flowers by hand because each bloom lasts only a few hours and happens once a year. After pollination, the beans need months of careful curing. They are blanched in hot water, wrapped in blankets, and left to sweat. Farmers unwrap, massage, and sun-dry each bean daily, ensuring they develop the right color and aroma. This meticulous process turns green, odorless pods into the dark, fragrant vanilla pods used worldwide. Vanilla is so valuable that it's called black gold, sometimes selling for more than silver. For many Malagasy families, vanilla farming is the main way out of poverty. It requires great patience and skill. Yet many farmers who grow vanilla have never tasted vanilla-flavored treats themselves. They produce a luxury enjoyed around the world while facing daily hardships at home. Madagascar is like a natural laboratory where evolution worked freely for millions of years. After separating from Africa about 160 million years ago, it became a unique place where plants and animals evolved in surprising ways. This isolation created an evolutionary pressure cooker. Without competition from mainland species, life on the island developed in unusual and amazing forms. For example, lemurs evolved into over 100 distinct species. They range from tiny mouse lemurs small enough to fit in your palm to large Indri lemurs with whale-like songs. Some are active at night, others during the day. Their diets vary widely, with some even depending on a single plant species. The plant life is equally remarkable. Madagascar's spiny forests feature trees that store water like natural reservoirs and plants with spines that look like works of art. More than 90% of Madagascar's wildlife is found nowhere else on Earth. It's like an entire continent of unique species packed into one island. These ecosystems are very specialized and fragile. Many species rely on relationships that took millions of years to develop. Losing one species can cause others to suffer or disappear. Sadly, this natural treasure is vanishing faster than scientists can study it. Species that evolved over millions of years are going extinct before we even fully understand them, like losing a priceless library of life's history. Don't miss out on more incredible cultural insights and hidden histories. Subscribe now and join our global adventure community. Madagascar's pirate history is an extraordinary tale from the 17th and 18th centuries, when the island became a pirate haven. Its strategic location along Indian Ocean trade routes made it ideal for pirates to ambush ships carrying gold and spices between Europe, India, and the Far East. Notorious pirates like Captain William Kidd and Henry Every settled there, establishing permanent communities rather than just temporary hideouts. These pirate towns were centers for planning raids and living under their own laws. One of the most intriguing stories is that of Libertalia, a legendary pirate utopia where pirates of all nations supposedly lived equally and shared wealth. This society was said to be democratic, with elected councils and equal rights for women and former slaves. While historians debate its reality, Libertalia symbolizes pirates' rejection of strict class systems and oppressive governments. Pirate settlements in Madagascar became cultural melting pots. European pirates intermarried with local Malagasy people, blending languages, customs, and traditions. This cultural fusion created unique, hybrid societies. Economically, pirates brought vast amounts of stolen wealth, turning Madagascar into thriving trade hubs that attracted merchants and adventurers worldwide. Some claim the island saw more gold and silver trade than many European capitals during this period. However, the pirate era was not eternal. As European navies grew stronger, they hunted pirate strongholds more effectively. This gradual pressure ended Madagascar's golden age of piracy through disrupted trade and the capture or death of pirate leaders. Today, Madagascar's pirate legacy endures in local folklore and treasure hunting tales. Whether or not hidden riches remain, the pirate era left a lasting imprint on the island's culture and history. Madagascar's connection with eels is deeply tied to cultural traditions and spiritual respect, making them some of the most carefully protected creatures on the island. The traditional belief system called Fadi advises against eating eels, as many Malagasy people regard them as sacred ancestors or guardians of water. Consuming eels is seen as crossing a special spiritual boundary, with concerns that it could bring misfortune or harm to both individuals and their communities. At traditional gatherings, even lighthearted mentions of eating eel are met with strong disapproval, accompanied by stories warning of negative outcomes for those who do not observe this custom. These cultural values have helped maintain healthy eel populations in Madagascar's waterways, even though they might be a valuable food resource in areas facing nutritional challenges. The eel tradition illustrates how cultural respect can serve as an effective way to protect wildlife, often more impactful than official regulations. Practices vary regionally. Some communities avoid certain eel types or any harm at all, while others permit relocating eels without causing them harm. This long-standing wisdom has safeguarded eels across Madagascar for generations. While some wildlife are carefully guarded, others fuel a rush of human ambition. How did sapphire mining reshape a quiet village overnight? Sapphire mining in Madagascar, particularly around Alakaka, sparked a surge of activity that quickly transformed a quiet village into a bustling center. Thousands of people used simple tools to carefully search through soil and gravel in hopes of finding valuable blue gems that could improve their lives. This boom has brought new opportunities and financial gains to the region, with some individuals earning in a day what others make over many years. However, this rapid growth has also led to significant challenges, including limited access to proper housing, strain on local resources, and environmental changes. The arrival of many newcomers has brought social adjustments and increased concerns about safety in mining areas. Although Madagascar is recognized worldwide for its high-quality sapphires, many workers receive only a small portion of the gem's final market value. Efforts are underway to promote fair practices and improve conditions, but the remote locations and informal nature of much of the mining make progress difficult. In Madagascar, whistling at night is deeply taboo because it's believed to invite spirits and restless souls, causing spiritual disturbances. This belief makes people avoid whistling after dark, fearing it will attract malevolent entities or the recently deceased. The reaction to nighttime whistling is strong, with doors closing and people rushing inside to avoid spiritual harm. Musicians and locals take extra care to avoid whistling at night, treating it as a serious cultural rule. The taboo creates social pressure to keep nights quiet and free of whistling to protect entire communities. Visitors often struggle with this custom, unintentionally causing discomfort. As a result, Madagascar's nights are remarkably peaceful, with little human-made music after sunset. Dear friends, today's journey through Madagascar's incredible secrets has come to an end. What impressed you most about this fascinating island? Was it the incredible isolation that created unique evolution, the pirate paradise that once flourished here? Or perhaps the cultural taboos that seem strange to outsiders but make perfect sense within Malagasy tradition? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for joining me on this incredible exploration of Madagascar's hidden world. If you enjoyed discovering these unbelievable facts, make sure to subscribe for more amazing journeys to the world's most extraordinary places. Until next time, keep exploring the incredible diversity of our amazing planet. Goodbye, and see you in the next adventure. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.